All right, here we go, the test. Gonna go up that hill, pulling my sled behind me, my Pulk. Here we go. Oh. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Almost. That's it, we made it. Here's a good shot of my homemade Pulk. A Pulk is a fancy Finnish name for a sled that you tow behind yourself in the winter. If you're on snowshoes or cross-country skis, rather than carry your load on your back, you pull it in a sled behind you. And actually, what I found so far is it works pretty darn good. Here's the hill we just came up, our tracks. Kind of short, but it's pretty steep. You'd work up a sweat whether he was pulling a load here or not. Here's the hill we're going to go up now. We just came down going in the other direction. We're going to go up it now. You can kind of see in the snow tracks the sled was not trailing exactly behind me in the depression of the path, the footprints that were already here. Kind of wanted to trail off to the side a little bit in the deeper snow, and once it gets in there it doesn't want to come out because of the runners. They want to just track straight through the snow. I think I'm probably going to have to make some adjustments to my harness, equal up the tension on the two sides of the pull, and give it another shot. This is just a trial run today anyway, just a shakedown cruise. It's actually going pretty well. These trails aren't as used as I thought they would be. Figured they would be pretty stomped down, and they're not. So it's been a good test of how this cobbled together sled goes in heavier snow conditions. Well, hello YouTube followers. I thought this would be as good a place as any today to stop alongside the trail here and give y'all a better look at the Pulk sled that I cobbled together this weekend. Got the inspiration from some other YouTube videos on winter camping, and actually saw about half a dozen guys out here last weekend hiking in a group, and 3 of them were pulling Pulks behind them. So got the inspiration to put one together on my own, and I'll give you a little bit better look at it here. Start right here with the harness. This is just a $5 nylon webbing tool belt that I got from Lowe's as a just a plastic buckle clip, and I added some grommets to it, one of these screw-on chain link connectors, and then a snap link here, and same thing on the other side of it. And run some rope through a couple of pieces of 1/2-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe, 6 feet long each. They're crossed in the middle there and held together with a piece of Velcro. It gives a little bit more stability to your pull, helps the sled to track a little bit better. Now you'll find on YouTube most of the guys, in fact I didn't find anyone who actually did this, most of the guys use plastic tub type sleds for their pulks. There's a couple brands that you can buy that are designed specifically for pulling behind you in the snow with the gear, and some people you can adapt if you find a sturdy enough one. A kid's sled you can adapt, but I was unable to find anybody who'd actually made one from flexible flyer or a steel runner sled, and there's probably a good reason for that. Because of the runners, this sled's not going to float out too good on heavy snow. It'll be okay for packed snow, but for heavy snow it sinks in. It does track really well though because of the runners. And I haven't had too much problems pulling it today on this path. It's a mix of packed snow and a little bit fluffier snow along the sides. Even when the snow drifts off into the heavier snow, it still doesn't pull all that difficult. You can see I've used a dry bag here. I'm pulling a test load today, probably about 20-25 pounds. I've used the dry bag from my Bob bicycle trailer to load everything in, and it's just tied on with some random bungee straps there. That's a good thing. Another good thing about the flexible flyers, you've got all kinds of attachment points for bungee cords. A couple of things I did learn today so far. I used 1/4-inch nylon rope for my harness, and really not sold on that rope. It's really stretchy, and it feels like the sled is kind of boinging behind me sometimes. Most of the YouTube videos I've seen, the guys that build their own sleds, their own harnesses, they use a nylon or polypropylene rope, but I think what I'm going to do is go to the hardware store and get some aircraft cable, some steel cable, some fasteners and loops, and use that. I think altogether that'll give me a much stronger connection in my harness and a lot less stretch and spring, and should make for better towing. And one of the other things I learned with this belt is you really need to have a good fitting belt. It needs to fit tight around you so it can't ride down. I found that as the load wants to drag this belt down farther and farther down your waist and over your hips, and if you don't have it cinched tight, it's going to go right down and be very uncomfortable. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to stop by Lowe's today or Home Depot and get me a set of tool belt suspenders to wear with this belt so that I can suspend it from my shoulders and keep it from sliding down my hips. Do a little bit of fooling around to find the optimum pull point for the suspenders, and I think that's going to work out really good. So there you have it. Homemade flexible flyer pulk. Hope you got some inspiration. Maybe you want to go out and try this on your own. And next plan is to give it a real world test. Do an overnight camp at the hike-in campground in Pinckney Recreation Area. It's about a 3-4 mile hike in from the Pinckney Recreation headquarters to the trail camp, and hoping to do that sometime in March before we lose all our snow. So that'll be another video, and hope to see you then.